Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be an overview of how I made the Clover trousers by Colette, which is an American company, so I had to order the pattern online. This is not a tutorial, it is just a video, really quick, me going through how I made them, and the trousers weren't super successful either. The fit just doesn't quite work for me. As you can see, the pattern comes in this little cute booklet, and then you get the pattern pieces as well, which I'd already cut out into the UK size 10. I've made these pieces, these trousers before using this pattern, and I kind of forgotten how it went, so I thought I'd try it again because it's been a while since I sewed anything. So I spent quite a while pinning the pieces onto some fabric, and I re-pinned them a few times, trying to get all the pieces to fit onto the fabric that I had, as well as also trying to get the grain line of the fabric to match with the direction on the pattern pieces. I also cut the pattern pieces to make them a little bit longer because the trousers were going to come up too short on me, so that obviously took a little bit more fabric, and that's why I had to move them around a little bit as well. And once I'd done that, I just cut the pieces out, which was fairly straightforward. And you just have to remember that there is already a seam allowance including these patterns, but you do have to check the pattern you're using as to what that is. And then I cut out the collar pieces, sorry, not the collar pieces, the waistband pieces. I ran out of fabric for the waistband, so I had to use a different kind of fabric for the facing for the waistband, but that wasn't that much of a problem. I've already sewn up the inseam of the trousers here, so I'm just sewing the crotch, which will attach one leg to the other leg. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm sorry the lighting is a bit rubbish because I was doing this at night time. I'm now doing the outside seam on one of the legs, and then the other leg you keep open to add the zip into. And to keep the seams nice and neat and stop the fabric fraying, I was just finishing off using pinking shears. My pinking shears broke, so it was a total pain in the arse to actually use them. And now I'm just attaching the waistband to the trousers, and I've already cut out and attached interfacing to the waistband. Interfacing is something that I never really use. It's one of the steps that I skip just because I'm lazy and I don't have it, and I thought I'd actually try and do it properly. I can't say that I found that it really added that much, but it's supposed to sort of stabilize the waistband, make it a little bit stiffer and so that it doesn't move around and twist as much. I don't really know if it did anything, but I used it. I then ironed the waistband in place to give it a neater finish, and ironing is another step that I do also skip quite a lot because of laziness, but I decided that I would go ahead and iron as much as possible because it does make a big difference. It makes it look so much neater if you do iron everything as you go along. I then just sewed over the waistband again just to keep it all in place. And that was fairly straightforward as well, although I found attaching the waistband in this pattern always confuses me. I always manage to do it the wrong way round. I don't know if it's their instructions in this pattern or whether it's just me being stupid, but every time it all came back to me when I was making them. Every time I've used this pattern, I've managed to get the waistband the wrong way round, or had to recut pieces out, or had to sew it on and pull it off, sew it on to pull it off. Anyway, right here I'm just doing the hem of the trousers, and that was fairly simple, although I was going to iron them before I sewed them and then decided that wasn't really necessary, so I've just pinned them, and then I'm just going to sew up the bottom. And then the trousers were pretty much done. When I put them on, it was pretty obvious that they didn't fit very well. They're a little bit too big for me around the waist, but they also sit too low, particularly at the back, so my underwear was becoming visible quite a lot. The zip is supposed to be an invisible zip, but you can see it really obviously, but that is more my construction than the pattern pieces. But definitely the fit of the trousers is really problematic, and I think it was before as well, so I'm going to have to work on changing the pattern if I want to keep using them. So it wasn't a total success. I don't think I can wear these trousers, but I gave it a go and I'm glad I did. And I can try adjusting the pattern in the future. If anyone has any tips on what I can do, please let me know in the comments. If you like the video, please like it, and if you want to see more videos, please subscribe.